It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And we'll see Mike Gesicki. He's coming off a quality day on the ground, 106 yards. It's the Patriots and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints, more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 19 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 43, here's second down at a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. They complete it to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Kamara up the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On play action, now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And outbounds right around the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Carr rolling to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Omaha,
1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big hit there from deep in their own territory. 94 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing Jones. Pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Back to throw. Jones.
Under pressure, they got him again. Peyton Turner. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I'll tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Patriots go with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The 10th carry for Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Smith in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of weeks
under pressure, and they got to him again. Keon White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Nice job by White to drag him down, and no surprise, he was on the Pats' radar during the draft. They love versatility. They can move them all around the defensive front to get after the quarterback.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had that little down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. You're lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Again, this is Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
New England trying to get a place on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go, get set.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
The Dolphins surprisingly didn't use Gesicki as much in the passing game as expected last year. But now he gets to make them question that twice a year after signing with the Patriots as a free agent. He fits New England really well and gets them a first down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, I love the free safety coming up and making the big-time play.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Carr. That is caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off. So
back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a give to Kamara, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get to place on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Kamara up the middle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's Chris Olave.
Carr's pass complete to Chris Olave. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Uche was used sparingly, less than 40% of the Patriots snaps, yet still offered a breakthrough season with 11.5 sacks. I would best believe his usage is going to skyrocket this season.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Now get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jones throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Stevenson. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. No, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Here's Carr to throw. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense, and here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not got another turnover on his ledger.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But with all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Jones now off the bootleg. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead here at 12-9. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He's unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing his Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him out to the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Carr to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
York able to send this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute, as the kick's away here. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He's got Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Jones. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw is Jones. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Ryland. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. From the left hash, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Pats, they boost their record up to a strong 4-0.